you say it was an embarrassing experience?
Oh, definitely. Anybody to go through it's definitely embarrassing. You're walking through grocery stores and you kind of like give people double takes and see if they're staring at you. It's definitely embarrassing, and it's I guess it's part of the process. It's part of the journey. But you know what? It's only gonna make me stronger, and it definitely has.
Have you gotten past the point of being embarrassed about it?
Oh, definitely. I definitely has gone. I mean, obviously, I'm here. If I was still embarrassed, I wouldn't be standing in front of you.
Do you understand what NFL teams are trying to get at when they ask about the situation? You think
Yeah. They want to know somebody. They want to be able to trust their player, and you don't want to invest in somebody who you can't trust. And so, with everybody here, they're just trying to get to know you. They're trying to get to know you as a person and as a football player. And I understand where they're coming from.
In some ways, does that make you feel like you have a hurdle in the honesty situation, in the honesty department to overcome?
It could be a hurdle, but it could also be a great opportunity to show who you really are. And that's the way I have approached it, and it's been a great growing experience for me.
You never listen to the Ravens a lot in mock drafts, whether you get there or see. How much would that be an opportunity to succeed Ray Lewis that you would be interested in?
Oh, I mean, definitely. With every team I go to, but definitely the Ravens. Ray Lewis. I've grown up watching Ray Lewis. Just watching his intensity, his passion for the game, his love for the game, his work ethic. Everything in a linebacker that you want to be is in Ray Lewis, from leadership qualities, all that. And he'll be definitely missed in Baltimore and in the NFL as a whole. But if I get to go to Baltimore, there'll definitely be some big shoes to fill, but an opportunity that I'll be honored to have.
Manti, how did that situation change you at all? Pretty much different about you now as a person compared to who you were prior to that?
I think for me, I've learned first to be just to be honest, in anything you do, and everything, from the big things to the small things. Secondly, to keep your circle very small, and to to really understand who's really in your corner and who's not. I think going off of the season that my team and I had, there was a lot of people in our corner, and then when January 16th happened, there's a lot of people in the other corner, and so I just learned to appreciate the people that I have that are with me, and to just make sure that you always try to turn a negative thing into a positive.
What's been the toughest moment since all this came out?
I think the toughest moment, to be honest with you, was a phone call that I got from my sister, where she told me that they had to sneak my own family in their home because there were people parked out in the yard and stuff like that, and that had to be the hardest part. And for me, something that I've always had a problem with is when I can't do something about it, when I can't help. So to know that my family was in this situation because of the actions that I committed was definitely the hardest part for me.
As a player, what kind of challenges do we anticipate at the next level?
As a player, just obviously the game just gets even more faster. It gets a lot more complex. But I think what I have to do as a player is I have to remember why I'm playing this game. It's still the same game I played, when I was a little kid. I'm on the streets. Same thing. Football's still the same shape. Obviously, the people are going to be professionals. This is where the best play. But as long as I don't stray too far from from who I am and what I believe in, I think the journey will be worth it.
Hey man, a lot of other players in this draft, they've been arrested, they've gone drug tests, they've had things like that on their resume. How much does that sort of bother you that you're under so much scrutiny and people asking about your character or other guys that have been in jail?
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and I think the best thing one of the positive things about what I went through is I've learned to empathize with those who are going through the same thing. Those who are going through some hard times or getting attention that they don't necessarily want, and it just taught me, and from going through that, to always just give somebody a benefit of the doubt. Just say, you never know. You never know what's going on with the person.
There's a difference between situations.
That's something I don't think I can I can comment on.
Manti, did you consider taking any kind of legal action against Mariah?
No. No, I think that's the worst thing you could do. Both families are going through chaos. There's not only people camped out my house. There's people camped out at his house. And so I think I went through what I went through, and he went through his own share of stuff. So I think that's the worst thing for me to do. Is to do that.
Two more questions, guys.
And to always try and forgive. If you forgive, you'll get majority of the blessings. So I've always tried to forgive, and it's definitely benefited me.
When your sister did,
No, not right now.
when your sister did
Last
call
question.
you in the question that Marla was asking, what was your emotion when she was telling you that she had to sneak her parents into?
This is why. Just this is why. It should never get that way. I think as people we have to realize that we're all people. Somebody is somebody's son, somebody's daughter. You know what I mean? And I try to picture it that way. And would you want somebody doing that to your son? Would you want somebody doing that to your daughter? And if not, then why do it? And so through this whole experience, I've learned that. And since I've experienced it, the things I see, the things I do, I try to always think that's somebody's son, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's mom, dad, and try to, whatever I do, try to base what I do off of that.
Thanks, Manti.
And so, in closing, just like to thank everybody for being here. It's been it's hard but tremendous ride for me and my family and the University of Notre Dame. I'd like to thank my parents, my family, my friends, the University of Notre Dame, and everybody who supports me. I couldn't do it without all of you, and just hopefully after this, I answer the things I need to answer, and we can move on with football. So thank you, everybody.